Well, welcome to the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gentling and Gino Franti, and today we bring you something we've been talking about pretty much for the last 3 years almost. It's time to take action, so don't miss the show.
Okay, so we'll jump right into this first slide. The cost of renting versus buying. You've heard it over and over and over from us, and the reason we're bringing this up again is because prices have been going up, but interest rates have not. They've actually gone down. So it's allowing us, we're foreshadowing. It's still better to purchase than it is to rent.
Well, the other thing is, as prices have gone up, Don, so have rents. Rents have been going up at the same pace, if not faster, so it still makes sense to buy, but even if the prices have gone up, because rents have gone up at the same time. Now, if rents had not gone up, that story might be different, and if you watch our show daily, we'll tell you when the tide turns.
So, as of right now, it is still, in most cases, not in all markets, this is a national show, but in most cases, it's cheaper, actually, to buy than rent, and that's not including all the other attributes such as safety and it's a great investment and the
tax deductibility.
Yeah, that too, and the pride of home ownership, of course. So get out and buy. So now that you bought, how long are you going to stay in the home?
I love this.
This is a fun chart because, you know, I don't even know why these sometimes are made. Okay, so this is the California Association of Realtors. We like what they do in most cases, aka CAR. So I think this is Captain Obvious. Let's see, only 19% of the millennials plan on staying in their home as long as possible. At Gen Xers, the next age group, 42%, boomers, 56% plan on, and the matures, 73% plan on staying in their home. Duh! The older you are, the longer you plan on staying in your home. If it's your first home, you're probably not going to stay in that long.
Right. So this is, like you said, master of the obvious. This also tells us that there's going to be a lot of, the millennials are also more willing to take risk. And if they know they're not going to be in a house for a very long time, they should probably be looking at adjustable rate mortgages. So if we look at just this chart alone, and this is not really a good representation, but just based on this chart alone, if all millennials took fixed rate mortgages, they're going to, 80% of them are going to overpay.
Oh, let's see. We do lending for a living. We are masters of it. We do financial structuring, use mortgage customers. Yeah. You should look into potentially shorter-term loans that could save you money. A lot of times, adjustable rate mortgages do outperform fixed rates quite a few times.
Sometimes they don't, though. Let's be clear about that. There are times, if you don't have a good FICO score, a fixed rate mortgage is actually cheaper than an ARM, and that's why you need a professional to look at all the options and say, here's what's custom tailored for you. Don't buy a mortgage off the shelf.
There you go. So make sure you talk to, as Gino said, a mortgage professional. Online is not going to give you any advice. They're just going to quote you a rate, and sometimes the lowest rate is not the best option. We tell you that all the time. We can strategize. We can structure numerous ways that can save you money per month. Besides, what does your future look like? What are your goals down the road? Remember, this is your biggest asset and debt pretty much in your life, so it needs to be managed correctly.
So you remember what we used to call it? Mortgage planning, not mortgage buying. So please make sure you have a plan in place. If you don't have someone to help you, please reach out to Don and I. You can find us easily by going to don&gino.com. That's our hub. That'll take you to all of our contact information. But easiest is text NREC to the number 58885. You'll get these every single day, and you can get a hold of Don and Gino.
All right, check us out tomorrow and see what's brewing.